All right, Stop Flippers, what's going on? I'm back. We're here at 243 Yolanda. This took us a little while to get this done, but there were some title issues actually closing the deal of the house. So now that we've got the title taken care of, the original owner had passed away. It had gone to an estate. Just a little bit of time. The title company figured it out, and it just took a little extra time. But we got the house. We got the keys, we're ready to go. So we started today. We are starting construction, rehab, taking care of the house. As you can tell, we've changed a few things up. We've already got boards on the windows. This window right here, somehow, I don't know how, got broken in the meantime since the last time we've been here. So we boarded that window up. These windows over here we're going to be taking out. I would take you inside to see it, but we're having some electrical issues too. So I think either they shut off the electric when the house was purchased. We got to call down to the local energy company, figure out what's going on. There might even be an issue with the meter, so we need to figure out why the electricity isn't working. But the most important thing I want to show you before we leave today is two things. One is we're changing the locks as well. That's the first thing you need to do on a house, because you don't know who's got keys to your place, and you don't want to leave them to where they can just get in there. A lock set, I think for 2 lock sets is 30 bucks. It's fairly cheap, pretty easy to get done. Do that first. And the second thing you do right after that is you go ahead and set out your signs for owner financing. That's right. We are already starting. We know the house isn't ready, and that's okay. But if somebody happens to live in the area, or maybe their grandma lives down the road, or their mom or something, and they want to be close by, we want them to know now that they can get this house and they can get on the list. So we put these signs up. We're going to start putting them in a few block radius as well. We're going to try and get this house sold before we're even finished with it. That's the ultimate goal. So as soon as we're done, we can turn the house over. So we'll see you again real soon. As soon as we get the lights back on side, I will take you inside. We will check out the rest of it. See you again.
All right, so we're here at Yolanda. Contractors are rocking and rolling. As you can see, we had a couple broken windows that we replaced. We're still gonna have to get all the film off the windows, but those will clean up real nice. Remember that window was all jacked up, so we had to rip that whole thing out. We're gonna go back with 2 separate windows, and then we'll just frame it all up. You'll never know it. Let's go inside.
We officially got us a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. So this used to be a big hole in the wall. We got it all closed up. Just need to do some tape and texture on it. This was another window that we showed y'all that was all rotted out. We ripped all the rotten wood out, put a new window in there. That just needs to be, you know, trimmed out. But this was the main thing. We turned a 2-bedroom into a 3-bedroom. So that's all been sealed watching.
Let's check out the inside of it.
We got stuff going everywhere.
We haven't touched the kitchen yet. Kitchen's still as you remember it. Nothing special there. This is our new 3rd bedroom.
I mean, you can see exactly where we framed in. He's just mudding it, coating it all out, and then we'll go back over and texture, match the texture. We're peeking here at the bathroom. Is there a demo and everything out of here? Don't fall.
No. Treacherous.
We got to get all that out, get the bathtub out, so that we can figure out what's going on with all the water damage underneath there. Oh, video, all right. We took this thing out. Remember this stupid thing? We got that. Took that out. And then this room is still the same. We did uncover this drain right here. We're gonna replace that. We're gonna have to cut out all this wood, so that we can get access underneath there to that bathtub and fix all the rotten wood in there. But that's it for today. You know?
Still no power. Tell us about the power.
So,
no, I couldn't film last time because there was no power, and now there's still no power.
Still no power. One of the guys went ahead and put a new meter loop in, didn't pull a permit. So CPS came out here to turn it on. Saw there was no permit and basically said can't do it. So now we have to get the electrician back out here, make it right, because he didn't do it right, and he needs to go pull a permit. So it happens, you know, the city just wants their money and they want it done right, which is obviously it's not through the roof, it's just kind of leaning over. We'll get that taken care of, probably have that knocked out in a couple days.
And we don't know who, I didn't approve it. Don't even be looking at me.
Yeah, I have no idea. So someone was here and decided that there wasn't any power. I'm going to change all that out. I'm sure the foreman knows who it was. We'll find out. This bathroom, this bedroom, we didn't do anything to it except for replace the 2 windows. Three windows, sorry. We'll just need to come in here and scrape all this out. You can see that they did do a little bit of caulking. You know, they just kind of caulked in that crack. And then we paint over it, so you'll never know it was even there.
Yeah. So no more toilet.
It's outside in the backyard, sir.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're calling, right?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Anybody wants to take a bath? A little bath water left.
Yeah.
So all this is coming out over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bathtub and everything.
Yeah, the whole valves and everything.
In case anybody wants to know what's behind your wall, that's it. Are we taking out this tile too?
I don't know.
Probably not, because it's all embedded, you know, with,
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Why mess with it?
hopefully we can just get the tub out without having to mess up the tile. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, we probably can. I do with those a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just usually just cut the sides and the back, and it will come out.
Just lift with your knees, right?
Yeah.
Con permiso. Eric, where'd you go? Let's go look at that meter.
The what?
The meter.
Oh, the meter? Sorry, I was looking at the...
Oh, my toilet.
But look, hey, this is good. This is what, I mean, the guy's been at this all day long. This is what's behind. This is back in the days whenever they did some stuff right. You probably won't see this nowadays in new construction. But I mean, this is like a plaster. I mean, almost like on the side of a house, like a stucco. I mean, they have to cut through all this and dig all that out just to get the tile off the walls in the bathrooms. I mean, it's really labor intensive. Like I said, he's been at it all day.
Oh, we got another window.
Yeah, I think they broke it.
2 hours.
All right, so the meter. So obviously you can see it's a new meter. But like how they came up and just dropped it down and then ran the wires up, that's out of code now. Now you're gonna have to actually run through the roof, and this all needs to be attached better. It should be an easy fix. It's just a matter of writing the city a check for a permit, fixing it to where it's to code. Probably have electricity in a couple days. The good thing for now is we're just doing demo, so we don't really need a lot of power tools at this point. But we are gonna need them pretty darn quick, so it's something that's on the top of our list. So over there, we're actually replacing the entire window. And over here, if you look, we're only replacing 3 panes. And you wonder why. You know, why are we not replacing this whole window? You know, in the owner finance world, it's all about, you know, dollars and monthly payment. So anytime we can save some money that we don't have to add on the back end, it helps the homeowner and it helps us sell the house because we can keep the price low. That window was shot. I mean, there was just no way we could repair it. This one's not. This one actually is functionable. It just had a couple broken windows. So I mean, $40 to replace 3 pieces of glass versus $300 or $400 to cut all this out. I mean, you see how labor intensive that is to put new windows in here. We're just going to do this, and on most houses, we'll try to do this as much as we can. There are some times where we have to just go in and just put all new windows. I mean, you're looking at, you know, $2,000, and then we got to add that to the back. And if you do that across, you know, the entire rehab process, it could add $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000, which affects your monthly payment. So we're always going to try to, I wouldn't call it cut corners, but, you know, try to save money along the way as we can. What we're trying to offer is safe and affordable housing with owner financing to the people in our community. There's a catch-22 to this. If it's too big of a rehab, you don't want to put the sign in front right out the gate, because a lot of people can't see what it's going to look like, and we've actually ran off some people. This one's not that bad, so we actually put the sign out. We're already getting phone calls. I got a sales guy that's already running through a list. I think he might even have a couple of applications already So it's, you know, if it's a major rehab, like where this thing is just ugly, you definitely don't want to put a sign out. The other thing is, depending on the type of rehab, you don't want people snooping around, because I mean there's a lot of dangers here. You know, you have tools and power tools, and the last thing we want is people, you know, walking in, because they'll just walk in there and start walking around and trip and fall. So, you know, if it's a quick, like, we'll be in and out of this rehab in probably 2 weeks. So I said it's gonna be an easy rehab, put a sign out, let's start getting some phone calls. Just whoever calls, tell them to stay away. Most of our guys here know, hey, no one's allowed in the house. But if it's a full-blown crazy rehab, just don't put a sign out.
Wait a minute. Wait, I gotta find out. So whose number is that?
That is Adam.
Okay, we're changing it to my phone number. I want it. So I'm coming by tomorrow with a new sign. We're changing it to my number. That way people can call me.
So point is, we're never gonna sell this house.
Hey Hank, this is Colin. Hey, I need you to get me some of this yellow corrugated board stuff for the owner financing signs. Eric doesn't think I can sell this house on Yolanda. I'm about to show him what's up. Call me when you get this. Bye. What do you want? Eric trying to sell my house. See, that is how you do a sign. Big, clear. Look at that. It's like a monkey with a paintbrush. You got to get it big, bold, so everybody can see it. I'm selling my house. We're not going to have Adam do it, but we're going to see if we can get this thing sold as quick as possible. All right, guys, day 3 of rehab right now. Still don't have any power because of the little issue we had with the permit that I was talking about the other day. We did get a generator today, so we're going to be working a little old school, running power cords throughout the house, but it's okay. We're going to take a quick walkthrough, show you everything that's been done so far. We did get, hold on, let me work around this way. We've got the window in. That was a big part of it. There was a lot of issues getting it into the frame, making sure it fit. The rest of the house, the other big thing that hopefully we'll get finished up today. Remember, we're trying to do this affordable, but right. So right here, we have a 3-piece tub surround. So what they're finishing up right now is right in here. As you can see, they're getting all the stuff cleaned out to make sure we can get the tub, the toilet, all of this in so we can get going with the bathroom and get that completed hopefully today. Next thing is also we were talking last time about making sure that this P-trap was in. So we got to work on that, having a little trouble lining everything up, and then we will replace all of this wood that comes through here. And like I said, I've also got my sign up, so hopefully we can start getting some hits on the house, making sure we're ready to go with that. Getting some salespeople in here, getting some people in here to look at buying the house and moving this thing as quickly as we can. So that's how we've gotten so far today. It's looking good, and I think we're going to be painting soon too. Joe, are we painting soon? Maybe tomorrow? All right, so they got plastic on all the windows getting ready to paint, so hopefully we'll be painting soon too. I'm excited. It's starting to look good. All right, Stop Flippers, we're back. And guys, it is the same day this morning that I was putting the sign out in the yard. I've already had 3 people calling me, 2 people showing up while we're just here. So that's 5 people in the one day. And I dropped that sign off at about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's probably about 5:30 right now. Not real sure. People stopping. Like I was just sitting out here getting ready to film some stuff, and people rolling up, just stopping. So you get the sign out in the yard. That's really, really important. So the cool thing is so far what we've done. Show you a little bit about the. I'm pumped. Like we're gonna sell this house in no time. Check it out. So what we've done, I said we already finished that up. As you can tell, the guys have already finished the seal on this window, which I think is looking awesome because if you remember, that was all rotted out and it looked absolutely terrible. They also finished it up right over here as well. As you can see, this one has been refinished and it's looking a lot better. Again, we're looking for safe, comfortable houses. We can't have half the house rotted out. Next is over here. As you can tell, they were saying they almost finished up the bathroom, but where they messed up is that they didn't realize that it was going to be reaching this high. Measure twice, cut once. So now we got to pull that back out. We're going to close up that window in its entirety, make sure it's taken care of. And then we're also finally finished with the P-trap over here with the shower that we were having the problem with. So we got the P-trap finished. So now we can take the rest of the wood, cut it all up, get it taken care of. And so it's looking great. Everything is going according to plan. It's looking fantastic, and they're moving quick, and I love it. As you can tell, they cleaned up a little bit because one of the ladies called me, and there's not all this stuff here saying she was going to be here at 4:45. So I met with her. It was a lovely couple, family, one on the way, 2-bedroom, two kids. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, right? So it was going to work out perfectly for them. Another guy that stopped on the way was actually going to visit his mother, who's a little bit elderly. She lives right down the road. He wanted to move somewhere closer to his mother, so he said this would be a perfect house. Guys, make sure you get that sign out quick. That is a huge lesson that I just learned, because all day long I've been getting phone calls. This has been fantastic. So Stop Flippers, we'll be back tomorrow, see what the guys are working on. We'll keep you in touch, and I'll let you know as soon as I do what's going on, where we're getting the sale from. Hopefully we'll have this thing sold before we even finish the rehab.
Hey, what's up, Stop Flippers? Over here at Yolanda. Just gonna come by and do a walkthrough, see how everything's going, all the contractors are doing. We've got the outside painted, in the middle of being painted, so I'm gonna turn the camera around and do a little walkthrough. Maybe point out some things here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Watch out! Obviously, we still don't have electric yet because you can hear the compressor going. So those numbers are in. Good to go. Everything on the inside has been painted. The texture.
March 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, an historic markets order. It's on stage.
Got some of the kitchen going. You can see where we've actually removed the old handles and sanded them down. We'll just come back with some new ones. We got our half wall going in. There's a guy with some caulking. Look how good of a job he did. Reran some water lines in there. You can see this is the old stuff that was here. Instead of trying to break through the concrete, we just did a little fake wall. Ran some new plumbing lines. And that actually goes into that closet out back for the washer, dryer, and water heater, right?
Yeah.
Is it open back there? Alright, let's take a look at that. So there's the drain for the washer. There's your 2 lines, your hot and your cold for your washing machine. And there's your lines for your hot water heater. And we just need to get a plug in here for a dryer. Alright, let's go back inside. Excuse me, sir. That wall is done. This is officially a 3rd bedroom. Nice texture on the walls. Bathroom's done. Look at that guy. Master of his trade. Look how good that looks. Boom. Got new bathtub in. We just use this little 1-piece tub for us. Actually 3 pieces, right? It's all connected. But
Anuncio pagado por Manuel Medina for mayor. Bob Daniels.
Hey!
America's Most Wanted, you're on camera.
All right. Tell him I said hi.
We've had all this wood floor has been repaired. Once we get in here and sand it and clear it, you'll be able to tell a little bit, but not a whole lot. And then we obviously fixed all the stuff under the tub. That's all been addressed.
On the other side of the door, that's doing the weight.
Guys are killing it, man. This thing's almost done already.
You know it.
Y'all ain't playing around.
Hot shot crew.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's go guys. Thank you. Alright, all that's left is the kitchen. We'll be ready to rock and roll.